Hello, I'm Mario Toneguzzi, and this is Business Spotlight, sponsored by Spalumbos. Joining me today is John Saliba, General Manager of Roma Catering, which operates La Cantina restaurant. Thanks for joining us today, John.
Thank you for having me, Mario. How are you?
Good. Well, let's talk about La Cantina. I call it the hidden gem in Bridgeland that a lot of people don't know about. Can you talk just a little bit about what La Cantina does, what it offers, and we'll go from there.
Thank you. Well, yeah, La Cantina offers, just a very, very well priced, what's the word I'm looking for? Valued lunch and dinner, right? So it is in the basement of the Italian Club. So it's kind of got that nostalgia, basement, lower level of the Italian Club. We got bocce lanes that are attached to the restaurant. So when you come for dinner on the weekends or even in the weeknights, if there's no league, you can play some bocce, and there's no charge for that. Just enjoy a game of bocce. Someone will show you how to play it if you don't know how. We're open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Friday, and then we open for dinner only on Saturday. And then we also have an adjacent room right next to the cantina, which you can have a small private gathering of 20 to 40 guests, 20 to 50 guests or so, which has Wi-Fi capability, video conferencing availability, and then just like I said, a good Roma Catering kind of trained, nice, good menu, very, very well valued. I don't think you can go wrong.
So I think a lot of people, first of all, they don't know it exists, right? And so we're helping spread the word here that it actually exists at the Calgary Italian Cultural Centre in Bridgeland. But the other part of it is, I think a lot of people don't realize that anybody can come in, right?
Yes, members, of course, are welcome, but members and guests, right? So anybody that comes in is a guest of ours, right, or a member. Anybody can join, right? All you're doing is you're coming to a restaurant. You don't have to be a member, and it's wide open to the public. So that's the word to try to spread, that we're that little hidden gem in downtown Bridgeland, or other side of Bridgeland, other side of downtown.
Walking distance to downtown, which is great for the lunch crowd, right? You can get a lot of lunch people coming over.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, what kind of things do you do at the cantina in terms of, you mentioned the little room right there. So you're obviously capable of putting together packages or whatever for parties and birthday parties, office parties, etc. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So predominantly it's used for, like you said, office parties, birthday parties, the occasional anniversary, showers, like bridal showers, baby showers, baptisms on Sundays. So we're still open, of course, on Sunday to book private events, right? Just the restaurant's not open. So those little types of parties, or gatherings where sometimes it's 3-4 hours. They just come in, have their luncheon or their dinner, their bridal shower or baptism, confirmation communions. Those are really, really popular, right? And then and also social gatherings. Like I've had a lot on the weekends that are small little parties. They plug in a karaoke machine maybe, or we can just plug in a phone and have some music on our Sonos system, and they can play bocce. So the selling feature is the private part. Have dinner, enjoy, do your prizes and all your speeches then move over to the bocce lanes and kind of have a bocce tournament, right? Yeah. So and then sometimes we can get the members. I don't like to say the older guys, but usually it's the older guys. They'll come out on a weekend on no charge. They'll show you how to play bocce, organize a tournament with you, and just kind of be a referee, if you will, right? And people love that. This thoroughly enjoy it. It's something else to do at a party. If you're not going to really have dancing or anything like that, it's just a different little treat, I guess, for the guests.
Let's talk about the food. Obviously, number one raison d'etre, right, for La Cantina. Tell me a little bit about the food and what you specialize in.
Well, of course, Roma Catering, that runs the cantina, has been around for over 50 years, right? So all the recipes are still the Roma recipes that we've incorporated here. Then, of course, our chef Chris here does a wonderful job with how he executes everything. So the food is predominantly, of course, Italian, right? Pastas, pizzas. You can have something as simple as a simple pizza and pasta and bruschetta to a full-on 7-course meal there, right? Catered like we're used to, because we're used to catering up to 800 guests, like for the sportsman dinner, right? So we can bring that expertise in, even for 20, 30 people, no problem. Yeah, like I say, pastas, veals, chickens, of course. We make wonderful steaks, and just really bring that Italian culture and flair to the cantina and to its little, we call it the private room, which we can have those gatherings. So it's a really, I think it's a win-win, right? And then like the little things like the bocce, there's no charge for that, right? So I always tell people, it's just an added feature, right?
It's a nice little thing. And I've often said, full disclosure to everybody, I often go down there, and I'm a board member of the Italian Cultural Centre, but frequently go down there. And I always tell people that, what a great ambiance there, right? To have the bocce lanes right beside you in a family gathering is just, have in between meals or in between courses, and just play a couple of games of bocce, right? Yeah.
And some people don't even know what the game is. They see it, and the best way to explain it is just like curling in a way, right? The bocce ball is the button, and you try to get the balls as close to the ball, right? It's a little different playing outdoors. You got terrain of the grass and trees, what have you. But so this is just controlled carpeted lanes, and it's a lot of fun. Just it's tons of fun.
And not to name drop or anything, but you often see a lot of sort of the icons in the community come down there over the years, right? Whether it's the Tony Spalatinis of Spalumbos or Frank Mafricas of Mafworks, you name it, Daryl Raymaker, the Forzanis, a lot of people have come to know and love that place, haven't they?
They sure have. It's kind of like, when you come here, especially on Fridays, a lot of people come here and they know they're going to see, like, say, Tony from Spalumbos and his partner Mike from Spalumbos and Mafrica and Forzani. And they just say, oh, I saw Joe Forzani, he used to play for the Stampeders. And they love that kind of stuff, right? So it's almost like a meeting gathering, right? Not just going for lunch, but you're going to see somebody. And yeah, we're blessed that we have all those great supporters of our local businesses and the older members that keep this place going, right? We got guys that come here that have basically built this place, right? They keep it up, they paint, all that kind of stuff, and they keep coming for lunch all the time. So we're really, really fortunate we have them to support us, and that's what keeps this club going. And we just want to keep spreading the word that, come and join, and you'll get it's not, the what do you want to call it? The Calgary Tower, where it's all this whatever. It's just your nice, good home style food, kind of, what do you call it? Comfort food. There's a good one.
Yeah, super. Well, thanks for joining us today, John.
Thank you very much, Mario, for having us. And you do wonderful work. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. That was John Saliba, who is general manager of Roma Catering, which operates La Cantina restaurant in the basement of the Calgary Italian Cultural Centre in Bridgeland. I'm Mario Toneguzzi. This has been Business Spotlight, brought to you today by Spalumbos. Thanks for joining us.